Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pluri Biotech's a channel with cell-based technology platforms. As we're going to kind of expand on the future of this company with recent news, we have Yaky, the CEO, joining us to discuss. Welcome back, sir.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to get you back on. So I want to dive into this with first and foremost, you basically have the cell-based coffee that addresses critical challenges, which were recently revealed in basically an International Coffee Organization market report. Do you want to kind of framework this for newer investors, exactly what that means?
Well, the coffee business is quite an amazing one. Most of people, I mean, a year ago, we are not aware to the fact that the lovely drink that we all consume on a daily basis is actually in a high risk. For me, Pluri is doing sales for many years, and we are doing quite a lot of activities using our platform to manufacture cells for a variety of industries. But the coffee, I understood the issue about a year ago when I got a call from a very large coffee company asking me, "Hey, Aki, can you do cultivated coffee? We are following the company. We see your technology. We love it." And I told him, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Can you do cultivated coffee?" And I told him, "Why the hell do you need cultivated coffee?" And he said, "Well, in 20 years, we're going to lose like 50% of the global production." And this is exactly what this report says. Coffee is very sensitive to climate change and needs a lot of water, like insane number of water. And what Pluri is doing, we're utilizing the 20 years knowledge that we have in developing unique cell products, and we can take a biopsy from a coffee tree or a coffee plant and expanding it massively. We are holding the technology that can do it, probably one of the only technologies in the world that can do it in a scale. And it's quite amazing what we are doing to do with these initiatives. We are now in the middle of a process for spinning out this coffee company. I don't know if you are following the coffee prices, but it looks like the most volatile market you're ever going to meet. And Pluri is here to save the day, so we can continue to drink coffee over the years.
Yeah, this is definitely a fascinating conversation. As your verticals beyond this also are gaining traction in global markets. Basically, you're going to be going on a bit of conference, or you're going to be going on a lot of upcoming conferences. Do you want to talk about what that's going to do for the company? Are you guys trying to pitch a lot of these products? What kind of conferences are these?
So the conferences that we are heading it's a good opportunity for us to meet more potential partners. Our strategy guide is very straightforward. We are very focused in our key competitive advantage. We are very good in developing unique cell product and to manufacture it on a scale that nobody in the world can do it. But a good important piece in our strategy is working with partners that have the need, know the market, and will have the go-to-market approach. This is what we did in the last 18 to 24 months, placed quite a lot of deals, from building a cultivated meat company with one of the largest food producers in the world, working with the US DoD and NIH for developing for them unique product for radiation, doing the same thing for knee osteoarthritis, and now we are doing it with the coffee and more and more and more. So during this very specific conference, we are very pleased to be invited into it. We are presenting the future. We can come with a new way to manufacture commodities and product that all of us need.
Yeah.
That's the reason that we are there. Our partners are there, and we get a very decent traction around it. Eventually, my goal is to translate it, and our team's goal to translate it to more businesses, more verticals, and revenues and value for our shareholders.
Now, just kind of as an anecdotal little fact here, with a breakthrough in immune cell expansion, this pluripotent was kind of granted a U.S. patent for basically this new method. Do you want to talk about kind of this patenting and what this method is for you guys?
Yeah, the platform that we have, the three-dimensional expansion platform, it's like the technology that, as I like to call it, the mothership, Pluri, PLUR, ticker symbol, holds the knowledge about it. 140 granted patents and over 100 pending. Very impressively, we can expand many different cell types: human cells, placenta cells, animal cells, and even plant cells. But we are always trying to understand what's the need. Where are there basically gaps in the world that we can use our platform to provide product that people need? And it's applicable for coffee, as we just discussed, but also in the pharmaceutical. One of the most growing industries in oncology, in cancer treatment, is using cells for immunotherapy. So can you take immune cells, tweak them, like doing the gene editing for them, modify them, take and injecting them back to the patient, and these cells will be able to fight cancer very effectively. One of the limiting factors to make this industry a broad industry that patients can use broadly and in reasonable prices. I don't know if you know that or your audience know that, but today for autoimmunity, for immunotherapy patients, people are paying like 375,000 per treatment, 375,000 US dollar per treatment. It's not something which anyone can do, and it's not scalable. So we had this patent that we registered, and now it's granted in the US that we can manufacture on our cells really high throughput number of cells, like many different immune cells that we can expand very effectively. And that's part of the process of switching towards like allogeneic treatment. Allogeneic mean we can manufacture billions of different cells, and we can treat humans without genetic match or blood match. So that's going to make this therapy, which is amazing, available for many patients in a much reasonable prices. And that's part of our goal, to make this world a little bit better and to make sure that we're going to treat patients, elderly, and some of humanity's greatest needs. And oncology is definitely one of them.
On that note, I'll pass it off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you think. Obviously, if news hits the wire, you can consider subscribing for those updates. But on that note, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.